Hello and welcome to the Social Media Podcast. Happy New Year! How are you diddling? Excellent, me too, thank you very much for asking. January the 1st, today's my birthday, I'm 44 years young, or old as my body feels, and it's the start of a brand new year. I mean, we'd normally be in a position where we'd all be going, oh yeah, all these New Year's resolutions, New Year goals and everything else like that. But actually, as it is, this year we don't know what the hell's going on. And it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? As always, I'm here to chat to you about social media, about video, and the stuff that you could be doing for your brand and for your business for free. Because my name's Simon Scholes, and I'm the founder and creative director of Perception Studios. We're an award-winning visual marketing agency. We help brands and businesses create content that makes them stand out on social media. But a few years ago, it became obvious to me that the smaller brands and businesses, the small businesses locally to me specifically that I'd love to work with, couldn't afford to have content created on a regular basis for themselves. However, social media is all about being consistent and about giving that value. So I wanted to try and help them create some time for themselves so they could make that content themselves until they could afford to pay an agency to do it for them like us. So I came up with a process that I'd been speaking about for years. I turned it into a book, and the book is called How to 9 Times Your Social Media, and it takes you through everything from planning all the way through to podcasting and a bunch of stuff that happens in between as well, essentially making your content work harder for you, and you can do that on a week-on-week basis so that you're putting out regular content all the time.
The Social Media Podcast with Simon Scholes. Tips, hints, and great content ideas.
So today, I want to talk to you about the fact that it is a new year, that a lot of you will be right now making resolutions, deciding that you're going to do certain things this year, maybe giving up smoking, maybe going to exercise more, all those kind of things. You're probably going to sit down and set your business goals for the year, what you want to achieve, which is very difficult because we don't know where the year's going to go this year. Normally, you don't know where the year's going to go, but you don't have this knowledge of something in the back of your mind is going to happen. Well, this year, we know that COVID is still here, so we don't know what goals we're going to set, and we kind of have to set our goals around it this year rather than actually worrying too much about what necessarily we'd like to achieve. We still know what we want to achieve, but we kind of have to work around the current situation. That said, though, one of the things that a lot of people will not do this year is, once they've set the goals, is not set together a marketing plan. And that's what I want you to come out the back end of this podcast considering for your brand and for your business. How are you going to put together your marketing plan for 2021? What are you going to be saying this year? When are you going to be saying it? And how are you going to be saying it? Now, my book takes you through the whole process of blogging, of memes, of live video, of repurposing all that content, turning it into other stuff. But I just want you to consider what you're going to be talking about and how you're going to be talking about it right now. What is the best way for you to start creating content immediately? Is it video? Is it podcast? Is it writing? Whatever it might be, whatever your strongest form of creating content might be, get started doing it now. Now, if it is live video and you talking to a camera and a microphone, brilliant. You can then turn that into loads of stuff. If your best way of doing content is blogging and you're absolutely insistent you don't want to be on camera, you will never be on camera, we can still fix that. We don't have to fix you. We can still make content that is around your blog, that is a video, that isn't actually you on camera. How cool would that be? There's so much you can do, but just start concentrating on actually planning your content. Now, I sit down and I have like a hell fortnight, and I come up with ideas for the whole year, and I use as a default diary, something I can fall back into. You don't have to do that. What I'm suggesting you do right now, just to get yourself into the process of doing this, is start planning your January. We are into January as of today. So plan your January. Sit down and go, what 4 subject matters do I want to talk about this month? And then maybe create some content around those subject matters, and then think about how you could turn that into other content and break it down and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through the whole process of repurposing your content. If you want to know that, go and get hold of my book. It's dead simple. It's 99p, and the link's in the section below. But I just want you to concentrate right now on planning some content, so you can't use the excuse, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, which is the excuse everybody I come across uses. They also use the excuse of, I'm too busy to do this, in which case, if you're too busy to do it, it is essential to be doing it, and if you're too busy, it means you already have customers and an audience who actually are interested in what it is that you do. So if you're putting that content out, you could grow your audience and grow your business, and who knows, exponentially have staff next year and all that kind of stuff. So actually, you still need to be doing social media, so get somebody to do it for you. Speak to a local agency, speak to me, whatever it is that you want to do, but start planning your content for January. And if you're too busy, get somebody to do it for you. Okay, right, I'm going to foxtrot Oscar. I will catch you tomorrow for another social media podcast. We'll be back with the longer versions as well from next week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I will be live, as I always have been through 2020, with Dazed and Confused. And then we're going to have a podcast every single day. At least I'm going to aim to do a podcast every single day of 2021, not even missing the weekends, because we know how important weekend content is. Anyway, right, I'm going to go. I will catch you tomorrow. Until then, thanks ever so much for listening. If you are brand new to the podcast, the social media podcast, how about you hit subscribe so you don't ever miss out on another piece of valuable information for your brand and for your business. And if you're already subscribed and you have listened to it a few times and you think this is good content, how about you leave me a review and a star rating, especially if you're listening on iTunes. It would help massively to get more people listening to this content and more people getting value. Until tomorrow, though, have a good one and stay safe. See you soon. Bye.
This was a Perception Studios production.